right, Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Grizzlies. Secure the opening tip, and we're underway on Beale Street in Memphis. The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Love. Can't connect from inside. And the rebound belongs to Memphis. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. To Colin Sexton. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a dance with that much space. That's Prom City.
Cleveland has the basketball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Tight space with the crossover. And it's rejected.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
John Henson at the line. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Grizzlies ball. Here comes the screen. John Henson rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Throws it up. That one's going to be out of bounds. Sexton to Clarkson. To Colin Sexton. Oh, had him going there for a second. Shot from in close, no good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Memphis, they've got it. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Curling inside. A big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 31.
Sexton to Clarkson. Doesn't get the bounce. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give.
Sexton to Jackson. Off the mark.
We call some players, you know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 10.
Goes 2 for 2. Sexton to Clarkson. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. And scores.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice.
PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Cavs at the controls to Jackson. Sexton. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Sexton to Jackson. Colin Sexton slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Here comes the screen. John Henson tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Love stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 0, Kevin Love.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. That pass stolen by the Cavs. And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one goes down.
For Memphis, number 0, Tyreke Evans.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. And finishes strong.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Sexton going to give that to him. To Evans. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had him there for a second. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Clarkson. Add 2 points to the board.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Works it up top. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken in by Jackson. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 3. Sexton with the interception. To Evans, working the outside. Screen coming. Runner here, won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Trying to cash in, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Knocked loose. Sexton. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. To the rim. And that one is out. Substitution being made in this one.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, number 18, Matthew Dellavedova. And number 20, Brandon Knight.
That's a turnover.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
The ankles or the bruised ego?
Defense. Defense, let's go.
From the painted area, won't go down. Has a chance. The jumper's off the mark. Knight into the front court. 9-point margin. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
From long range, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they time moving forward.
Now the Cavs going to signal for timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Number 16,
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Driving right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Howard. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Knight into the front court. Down a dozen. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Pass stolen by the Cavs. The pass set it all up.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Booker with it. Counting down toward a minute to play in a very one-sided first quarter thus far. And the finish at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball. A nice lead.
Knight into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. To Booker. Here comes the screen.
To number 15.
Time to shuffle things up.
Subbing in for the Cavaliers, number 2. And number 13, Tristan Thompson.
Sexton. Dwight Howard.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Nance. Kelly Olynyk. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Booker to Howard. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Matthew Dellavedova at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play. And the lead down to 11. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first quarter. And a nice advantage for the Grizzlies. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Cleveland has the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 11.
Clarkson. Knocked loose. Picked up. Here we go. Pass to the rim. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Thompson. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. No good. The follow won't go either. Clarkson. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. To Love. Tough make through traffic.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Cavs at the controls. Over to the right side. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Coming left, left.
Here comes the screen. The drive. Right to the basket. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Number 0,
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Knocked loose. Around the perimeter. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Clarkson. Short jumper stays out. Nothing going here on that drive. Whoa! What a finish!
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. But trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 12, Kelly entering the game.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Pass stolen by the Cavs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Cavaliers with the basketball. To Clarkson. Driving right to the basket. Rejected.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. With a drop step. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kelly Olynyk has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First free throw is good.
Into the game for the Grizzlies. Number 30.
And gets both to drop at the line. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Howard. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Light here, because that was not an easy look.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Sexton. That's no good. To Howard. Ah, the monster stuff.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep.
Dwight Howard with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And draws the foul.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Brandon Knight at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Number 9.
Memphis with the rock. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. From the outside, no good. Screen coming. Sexton, the drive, right to the basket. He got a piece. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Josh Jackson.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
For the Cavaliers.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Tight space with the crossover. Knocked loose. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Here comes the screen. Nice pass to set things up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Love. Sexton. Oh, he missed a short one there. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Stepping in for Cleveland, number 8, Jordan Clarkson. And number 16.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. And counted at the rim. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fans who volunteered at our recent food run. We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton. And count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that. It wasn't the D, it was more in his own head.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Goes to the right side. From the painted area, won't go down. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Clarkson. Sexton. To Love. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, emphatic slam. Long heave from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Dwight Howard sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
John Henson able to recover with the block. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Knocked loose. Looking for his man. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Time for some new personnel into the game. Sexton. Love. Kevin Love. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play. Get locked in.
Watch the screen left.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Kevin Love snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Booker. Howard. The screen sets him up for 2.
His handles are effortless.
To Clarkson. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Evans. Easy path to the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sexton to Clarkson. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Able to convert on both free throws. To Love. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And score. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Clarkson. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
John Henson swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Josh Jackson. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one goes down.
For Cleveland, number 22, Larry Nance.
Goes 2 for 2. Sexton. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Grizzlies ball. To Evans. Cavs able to clear the rebound. To Clarkson. Won't go. And the Grizzlies able to clear the rebound. Evans. To Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Colin Sexton slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Josh Jackson. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. There's the toss. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Josh Jackson to Colin Sexton. Josh Jackson. Dwight Howard with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. To Evans. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots.